You looked at someone today, their face, their name, where they came from, and something inside you decided before they ever opened their mouth. You did not even realize you did it, but you did. And part of you already knows that. That snap judgment does not make you a monster. It makes you someone shaped by a world that taught you to sort people before you ever learned their story. God already knows every wall you have quietly built. He is not walking away. He is asking to tear them down together. But here is what most Christians never hear. Discrimination is not just a social problem. It is a spiritual trap. And today we are looking at 6 ways it quietly destroys your walk with God, and exactly how He breaks every single one. Trap 1. You are judging what God already made. You walk into a room, you see someone, and before a single word passes between you, a verdict has already been handed down. Too different, too foreign, not your kind of people. It feels like discernment. It is not. Genesis 1:27 says this, God created man in His own image. In God's image He created him, male and female He created them. Every single person you have ever looked past, God placed His own image inside them. When you dismiss a person, you are dismissing the one who made them. That is not a minor mistake. That is a serious spiritual error. Today, before you write anyone off, ask yourself, what did God put inside this person that I am refusing to see? Trap 2. You think favoritism is harmless preference. You give the polished, well-dressed person a little more attention, a little more grace, a little more patience. And you tell yourself it is just human nature. James walked into a room exactly like yours and watched this happen in real time. The wealthy man got the best seat. The poor man got the floor. And James did not call it preference. James 2:9 says this, if you show partiality, you commit sin and are convicted by the law as transgressors. Not a habit, not a personality quirk, sin. The label matters, because sin has a remedy, and the remedy is not trying harder, it is surrender. Today, notice who you extend grace to automatically and who has to earn it from you. Trap 3. Pride is hiding inside your prejudice. Discrimination always has a foundation, and that foundation is the quiet belief that your group, your background, your kind of people is a little more deserving. Most people would never say that out loud, but they live it. Philippians 2:3 says this, do nothing through rivalry or through conceit, but in humility, each counting others better than himself. That word rivals, it is exactly the right word, because prejudice is always competing. It always needs someone beneath you to confirm you are above. Humility breaks that game entirely. It removes the scoreboard. Today, ask yourself who you are quietly competing with and why their dignity feels threatening to yours. Trap 4. Your mind is still shaped by the world. The biases you carry did not start with you. They were handed to you by culture, by history, by the voices you grew up hearing. That is not an excuse, but it is an explanation, and it means the fix is not willpower. Romans 12:2 says this, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may prove what is the good, well-pleasing, and perfect will of God. A renewed mind does not sort people by what the world taught it to sort. It sees through different eyes, God's eyes. Today, bring one bias honestly before God and ask Him to begin the renewing. Trap 5. The wall you built is blocking your mission. Jesus said something that the disciples almost certainly found uncomfortable. He said His flock was bigger than anyone in that room had imagined. Different languages, different nations, different stories, all one flock. John 10:16 says this, I have other sheep which are not of this fold. I must bring them also, and they will hear my voice. The Great Commission has no ethnic filter. None. Every person you have written off as unreachable, God specifically included them. Discrimination does not just hurt the person you exclude. It shrinks your obedience. It limits the size of your yes to God. That is too much to lose. Today, think of one person you have placed outside your circle and ask God what He wants you to do about it. Trap 6. Hatred blinds you without your knowing. You may not call it hatred. It rarely starts there. It starts as distance, then discomfort, then dismissal, then something colder. But the direction is always the same. 1 John 2:11 says this, "He who hates his brother is in the darkness, and walks in the darkness, and does not know where he is going, because the darkness has blinded his eyes." That is the terrifying part. The person in this darkness does not know they are in it. They think they are seeing clearly. Discrimination blinds the one who practices it, far more than it wounds the one it is aimed at. Today, ask God to show you where the light has quietly gone out. Judging by appearance pushes you away from the image of God, but choosing to see destroys that wall. Favoritism calls itself preference, but the Bible calls it sin. And honesty is the beginning of healing. Pride hides inside prejudice and feeds on comparison, but humility removes the scoreboard entirely. A conformed mind keeps sorting by the world's rules, but a renewed mind slowly begins to see what God sees. Every wall you build around your mission limits your obedience. Every act of distance hardens into blindness you may not even feel. But Christ broke the middle wall, the one that seemed permanent. He broke it. That means yours can fall too. If this message felt heavy, it was supposed to. That weight is not condemnation. Conviction is not rejection. It is protection. Hebrews 12:6 says this, "For whom the Lord loves, He disciplines, and chastises every son whom He receives." God does not show you the wall to shame you. He shows you the wall because He wants to walk you through tearing it down. That is love. That is exactly what love does. If God used this today, type one word in the comments right now. Just type "seen." Because that is what every person you have ever looked past was quietly hoping someone would make them feel. Send this to one person in your life who needs permission to lay down a wall they have been carrying too long. And if you want more messages that reach you right where you actually are, subscribe, and we will keep walking this road together. The wall does not have to stay. It never did.